Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. We're gonna have a discussion, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't lump everybody into one category when I say this, okay? But having said that, we're gonna talk about this younger generation. And when I say the younger generation, I say people under 30 years old for the most part, not all. See, I don't say all of them, but a large percentage of them don't want to work. So I'm going to give you a few examples of something, and and I'm going to actually go from some of the experiences of my daughter, and also from talking with people in management, getting back into the workforce myself, and seeing things firsthand, and talking to bosses and stuff like that, and it is amazing to me. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little background on myself. I mean, I didn't grow up rich with a silver spoon in my mouth. I had to work for everything that I had. At 12, we would go down to the golf course. We had a local golf course, and we would go into the ponds, and we'd sink up to the mud up into our knees, and we'd pull golf balls out of the ponds and sell them to the golfers, okay, to make money. At 14, I got my working papers and was baling hay at 14 years old. By the time I was a senior in high school, I was working a full-time job. So, I always knew that if I wanted something, I had to go and work for it. That's just the way it was. Nobody gave you anything. And unfortunately now, a lot, again, not all, but a lot of these younger folks expect everything, don't want to have to work for nothing, don't want to be team players. They're one of the things that I hear a lot, and again, this is from management on down saying this, that a lot of these younger people don't want to work as a team. Their response in a lot of cases is, that's not my job, right? So the problem is, you get hired and you're expected to show up for work. That's a problem. They don't want to show up for work, or, it's amazing. Honestly, it's amazing to me, the mindset, and it's just, it's across the board. And I'll give you an example. Now, Heather works as a bartender, okay? And so her boss sat down with everybody and said, here is the expectations that I have for you guys. And so you would think, if you're working for somebody and your boss has laid out what your expectations are, that you would do them, right? You would think. Nope. Well, that's not my job. I don't have to do that. Why should I do that? And so, like Heather talks with her boss a lot, and she was saying, the boss had told Heather, she goes, no offense, Heather, but I've kind of steered away from hiring younger people because they don't have the work ethic. She goes, you're an exception to the rule. But Heather was raised differently, okay? I mean, Heather didn't have no silver spoon in her mouth either. She had to work for where she got to, and, her grades and everything. And there was rewards for meeting goals, and those type of things. So, thank God she got Dad's work ethic, which is a good thing. But again, those are things that a lot of younger people just don't have, because they feel entitled, and that's a word that gets thrown around a lot when I speak with people about the younger generation. They feel entitled. They don't think that they should have to work. They should be handed everything, and they shouldn't have to do anything to earn it. And I really, truly, myself, don't understand that mindset. I really don't, because, I always had to work for everything, and nobody gave me anything. So, it was just, but unfortunately, like I said, again, a lot of this younger generation, they don't want to work. They figure they'll stay at home forever. I mean, I couldn't wait to get out of home. It was like, let me go out in the world. Let me go do my thing. you know. And I know a lot of kids will go and then they'll end up coming back for a while, which is fine too. I don't see that as a problem. But you got to go make your way, get a taste of it, see what it's really like, and then realize, holy crap, real life is hard. It's not easy. It takes money, you know. So those are things that I think a lot of people don't understand. You know, and like I said, but that there's a lot of good kids out there, folks, I will tell you, that will work their butts off, that are not afraid to go to work, you know, that'll do the things that they need to do. So it's just, it's tough. It's a tough situation, and I like I said, I wouldn't want to be a boss in that situation, because you're dealing with these personalities and you're trying to get people in there to do a job, and they don't want to work, you know, or they don't feel like that's their job, that you know, that they should lift a finger to help anybody else. You know, and teamwork is what it's all about. I mean, I think maybe that's a military in me. But, you know, it's like when you're in the military, you have to work together as a team. You may not like each other. You may not like all what you're doing or whatnot. But you have to work together as a team, or you're not going to be successful. And so, you know, with any job, you know, any job that you do, your weakest link is basically depends on how your performance is. You know, so it is amazing to me. And like I said, there's a lot of good kids out there that are hard workers. So I'm not directing this against them, but I am looking at a lot of cases where a lot of these kids don't want to work. They would rather sit around and play video games and get high and whatever else they're doing. You know what I mean? And I just don't get it. I don't get it. I really truly don't. So, but you know, life is not about getting a participation trophy, folks. Once you get out into the real world, there is no participation trophies. Sink or swim, and you find that out real quick. And life is harsh, and it's not easy, and it's not for the weak. You better get a pair, okay? Because if you don't, it will chew you up and spit you out. And then what? What are you going to do then? Sit around and feel sorry for yourself all the time? You know, mommy and daddy are only going to be around for so long to take care of everything. And then at some point, you're going to be on your own. So, I don't know. Like I said, if we don't prepare these kids for life, we don't teach them the proper way, we're all going to be doomed. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. So, I'd like to hear your feedback on this, folks. I want to hear what you think. I really do. I think it's really interesting, the whole concept of it all. It's amazing to me. It really, truly is amazing. So, anyway, definitely want to hear your feedback. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.